'Tis the season, y'all, for a little bit of winter feeding. And when we put solid food in our hives, when it's too cold to put sugar water, we've got to make a little space for them. So this product here is called a Shim. It's pre-made for 10-frame hives. You can also get 8-frame variety. And it just gives enough space at the top of the hive so we can put a sugar brick or some fondant. Today we'll be using fondant. You could probably glue this, wouldn't be a bad idea. You might also make a jig if you're making tons and tons of these, a way that you can set it up and assemble them really quickly. But here I'm just tacking them together, getting them out in the field. Look at those hands there. I don't know. Should I be a hand model? I don't think so. I don't think that's a skill. Those stumpy little hands. That's not going to work for anybody. So now we got all we need to get out in the bee yard. We'll get some fondant out there and get them ready. Now, out in the bee yard, we're working with Hive Alive fondant. I love the Hive Alive products. They've got seaweed in them, good for bee gut health, and the bees just eat this up. So you make a little slit right in the top and then just lay this on the hive. But I opened this hive and man, they weren't looking so great. So this is a friend's bees that I'm keeping for a bit. And boy, they had kind of not built up into this box. And we're in winter, so it's time to really consolidate. So I decided to get this hive a little more crowded. Not a lot of bees in here to begin with, so we're hoping this fondant will get them through the winter. So I went through just checking. I'm seeing plenty of honey and just a little bit of brood, just a little patch of brood. Not unusual for this time of year. I'd like to see way more bees than this. Our goal with this little hive is just to limp them through winter. Up north, where winters are long and cold, they would have no shot. But these bees, I think, are going to make it if we get them some extra food and get them nice and consolidated. So what I'm going to do is get up and get into the other box that I took off and just take the best resources from that and put that down in the box. So I found a couple of frames of honey, plenty of honey, so they're going to have lots of food. Shake the bees off a few other frames, and then I get my fondant on there. I leave it in the package so the fondant retains moisture, doesn't dry out. Scrape off a little burr comb, and then I set it on here. Some folks will put a towel or a blanket to give a little insulation or capture moisture, but this does the trick. Those bees will be very happy for this, and hopefully we can get them to make it through winter. That's what it's all about this time of year. If you got questions about all things bees and beekeeping, hit us up at Charlie B and Seguin, charlieb.com.